The legendary mace Valanyr is completely broken. And I don't mean in the way that it actually procs off of some bubbles, so it's procking early if you accidentally sacred shield someone, but I mean in the way that it can give you an infinite shield right now. And I mean that, a complete infinite shield that blocks all damage and it can be sustained forever. This is a bug that's being exploited and Blizzard needs to fix this because if it doesn't, your tanks will literally never take damage. First of all, let's look at Valanyr itself. Essentially, the proc Valanyr Hammer of the Ancient Kings is gonna give you 15 seconds of allowing you to give a shield that blocks up to 15% of the amount healed into that shield. And this is supposed to cap out at 20,000 healing. But the first issue is that if you bug it past 20k healing, you can heal infinitely and have a shield that literally will block hundreds of thousands of damage. So to get to 20k healing, you have to get 133,000 overheal, which then the 15% will give you that 20k shield. But if you get past that 20k shield, you can basically take infinite damage and never die. Look at this naked character in Naxxramas just eating damage and basically never having that shield being broken until a few seconds go by. And let's look at it from a log's point of view. Look at this happening in a Yogg-Saron kill. 26,000 damage absorbed, 29,000 damage absorbed, 25,031, and 22, which shouldn't be possible. Now, this is a bug, but it's something that can be easily recreated if you can surpass that 20k initial shield. And as you can see on Yogg-Saron, it's a very easy one for people to do. As you can see, one shield from this Yogg-Saron log is absorbing over 200,000 healing. And that's not even the craziest part of this. One person being able to overheal infinitely and the shield being completely uncapped when it's supposed to be 20,000 is insane. But what we can do is keep this rolling if you have multiple people with Valanyr so that this buff and this beyond overhealed shield will go on infinitely. If you rotate 3 different Valanyrs with the ICD being tracked accordingly, that means you can have 100% uptime of this buff because a new Valanyr would refresh the original shield instead of creating its own shield. And you can see in this clip where a completely naked paladin is tanking 25-man Saffron for 22 seconds before the shield is even broken. And just to refresh the shield, all you need to do is throw any sort of heals with a new Valanyr that just keeps the duration of the shield going. So by using this strategy, you theoretically can keep an infinitely looped, permanently buffed, infinite absorb shield on your tank at all times. Now, this definitely needs to get fixed by Blizzard because it's already being exploited by some guilds to pretty much be able to infinitely pull whatever they want or take as much damage as possible. And we will see this completely being abused in next phase, this phase, and in ICC if it isn't addressed accordingly. And on the topic of bugs, before I let you guys go, it has been found that the Meteorite Crystal Trinket from Algalon 10-man, where you have to stack the buff up to get crazy regen of mana, is actually being abused by albino snake weavers. Now, you're going to see from this clip from Josito Jones that the paladin is going to summon a ton of albino snakes and pretty much get 20 to 30% of his mana almost instantly. You can spam it with a weak aura and it instantly gives you full stacks of the trinket to get ridiculous amounts of mana right away. So this is super busted for PvP. It has been being used in PvE, but albino snake weaving with this trinket is creating some ridiculous interactions. And if Blizzard nerfs this, it might also nerf feral druids. We're gonna see how this all happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And if you figure out ways to stack the Valanyr buff even crazier, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys all on the next one, and good luck out there.